Hey guys, welcome to What's Happening with the Knox Fox Real Estate Group. I'm Eric Whitener.
And I am Terry Jo Fox with the Knox Fox Real Estate Group. We'd like to start this off with just letting you know that Eric and I, as well as Penny, our assistant, are praying for our friends, our family, our clients, and our community. We aren't alone in this. We're together, and we're all in it together. We'd also like to let you know that we are open for business. The housing industry is considered to be an essential business. So we, as well as our vendors, our title companies, our home inspectors who are going into these houses, and our third-party vendors, as well as, let's not forget, our mortgage people, who are mortgage lenders who are actually at home working. And I know this is hard on everyone from working from home and so forth. So, but our third-party vendors are keeping us alive as well. Our contractors, our HVAC, our plumbers, everyone is still working.
They're making things happen. And I mean, and I've actually witnessed firsthand one of our title companies, going out in the parking lot to do closings so that people can keep, their social distancing
in the rain.
And not to mention, one thing I just wanted to bring up that's actually kind of hard for a lot of people in our industry. We're very social, as you may be as well. We're a very social person, being in real estate. And so social distancing is really tough, especially for some of our loan officers and other real estate agents. So that's just something to think about. But yeah, we couldn't do it without them.
We could not. So, and just to let you guys know, real estate is still happening. And it's very active, actually. Needless to say that we have in our current market in the last, since when I turned on the MLS this morning and did some statistics, we actually had 87 listings go into pending. That's a lot.
That means they went under contract.
Yes.
So,
and then active new listings on our MLS was 107 this morning when I turned it on. So again, that means that real estate is still happening in our area. So a matter of fact, just to let you know a little bit is why is that happening? Because buyers and sellers could have been kind of actively working in the market, and they're going to still do it because they need to have a house over their head.
So some people may have already sold their home and they were in the process of trying to buy one when all this went down. Some people may have been already relocating.
Mm-hmm.
And in that process, housing just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop at all. So, and others may be taking advantage of the lower interest rates that we have in our country right now. So, taking advantage, as well as less competition, because not everyone is going to be actually looking for a house, but the ones that are serious.
Yep. And I mean, honestly, I was looking at a statistic. We use Showing Time. Showing Time is a showing service that honestly the majority of the country uses Showing Time. So they have statistics. And as of yesterday, showings were down 20, I think it was 25%. But that's to be expected because we're telling everybody to stay home.
Yeah.
So the end result is the people who are actually putting stuff under contract are the must-haves right now, buyers and sellers. So that's.
Yeah. So that was, we just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of information on that. And we are here to provide you with any information you need. So just if this video does not provide you with some numbers that you want, or what about this? Just let us know. We're here for you.
And we do have the ability, just like you're watching this video, we have the ability to do Zoom videos. We have the ability to do virtual tours. I mean, we're practicing safety because obviously, we don't want to not only catch anything bad, but we don't want to spread it. And we don't want to, so we're taking all the precautions we need, and we have that ability. We want you to know that. The second thing we want to address, though, is clearly the stock market's gone kind of crazy. People are at home. There's a lot of layoffs, and I've seen it. I've had messages, people saying, "Hey, are we headed into another 2008? Are we headed into a housing market crash?" Well, I don't have a crystal ball, and Terry Jo, last I checked, doesn't have a crystal ball.
I'd
But
like one.
I'm sure we can find one on Amazon. But with that being said, there are a lot of differences between what we're experiencing right now and the 2008 housing market crash. And one of those is first of all, 2008 was caused by the housing market. We had a glut of inventory. At the same time, we had very little demand at that point. So there was a lot of houses being built, a lot of houses being flipped, and the buyer demand just dropped like a brick. The other thing we had a lot of homeowners that were not very well qualified for the mortgage products that they had. We're in a much different world now. And to couple that with the fact that, 3 out of the last 5 recessions, housing actually appreciated. And in the 4th recession, housing market only depreciated by about 2%. And the 5th would have been the housing market crash.
2008.
Mm-hmm. So historically, housing doesn't go south just because of recession, just because of the stock market. Another thing I'd like to bring to light is coming into the coronavirus situation, coming into this moment in time when everybody's told to stay home, the housing market was hot. February was one of the best months in the housing industry that we've had in a long, long, long time. One thing, though, that we have dealt with is low inventory. And how the housing market's no different than any other product. It's supply and demand. And that ratio is what determines pricing. So right now, we're not seeing a ton of new homes come on the market like we did in 2008. We're not seeing, probably won't see a bunch of foreclosures due to this because the government is putting into place ways to keep people from getting foreclosed on because of this thing. This recession, this moment in time, we're dealing with something out of all of our control. And the government's doing things to put protections in place for people. The other thing is the people who currently own homes are some of the most qualified people. They're less likely to just default. So there's a lot of reasons why this situation is not like 2008. My prediction, and I'm okay, this is my prediction. It's a positive one. And for some reason I'm wrong because let's be honest, things could change. Things change daily, but things can change. But my prediction is once we get past this, it's just going to bounce right back. People will be back to work. People will be out. Our spring selling season essentially is just going to get moved down the road a little bit to potentially this summer. But it's not all bad news. And there's one thing you shouldn't worry about right now is, am I losing money with my house? The answer to that is most likely no. Matter of fact, a lot of people right now are taking advantage of the equity that they have by refinancing and taking advantage of the low interest rates.
And if you need a lender to help you weigh out your options in regards to refinancing, let us know. We have some fantastic lenders and they're working.
Yeah.
So
we'll connect you for sure.
Are you about then?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just want to end this with, you're not alone. Again, I'm going to end it on a positive because I'm trying to be as positive as possible. I am an extrovert. I require hugs and handshakes and time with my friends. And I'll tell you, it's been hard, but I have him.
but we know this is short. This is short lived, man. In a couple weeks, things will be different. And in the meantime, if you need anything
at all, if you need paint from Sherwin-Williams, we did that yesterday for a client. If you need toilet paper, I'll empty some of my. I'm not a hoarder, but I do shop at Costco.
Yeah, we're here for you no matter what, and that's really what we want you to know. It's not all gloom and doom. The sun is shining, and we are here for you. And it won't be long. We'll be able to hopefully see you in person.
Open your windows.
Yeah. With that being said, we're going to sign off here. That's what's happening with the Knox Fox, and we want you all to be safe.
Bye.